National program, undergrad and graduate program. We even have student athletes, both varsity and dub. So let's get to talking to your graduate students.
I've realized this since I've been at Western, but recently, as we all know, WMU went to the Cotton Bowl. So naturally I went with some friends and we drove down to Texas and we stopped halfway in some random town in Missouri and we went out to eat Buffalo Wild Wings. It was like the only place in this middle of nowhere town. And we saw some families, you know, they had like W's on their clothes or hats, whatever. And we just assumed it was some other random university in Missouri that we didn't know. And I mean, we were decked out as well, of course, got to represent WMU. And then they came over and introduced themselves and were like, hey, fellow Broncos. And everyone was like, oh, go Broncos. You know, it was such a crazy moment that we just happened to meet up in Buffalo Wild Wings in a random city in Missouri, you know, like it's just great that we have this huge family of Broncos wherever we go. I mean, we're surrounded. And now as alumni, we're gonna become part of this bigger family.
The faculty taught us a lot of practical information, but they also taught us, more importantly, the way to process and think about information. So the way to go about real world problems and specifically engineering problems. This has not only led to success in the classroom, but also success in research, professional life, and just life in general.
For me and for most of the class of 2017, I'd say coming in as a freshman, going 1-11 that freshman year, and then watching the team grow and develop as they become seniors, and then going 13-0 our senior year, and just watching the whole community like develop and, you know, rally around the team, and also hosting college game day. That was a pretty neat event. And then watching all the other MAC championships and all of Western's games and everything. That was the biggest thing. And then just going through and hosting the NCHC hockey playoffs. That was a fun experience as a Western student as well. So thank you.
I don't really think that there's just one moment. It's more of a accumulation of moments here at Western. So from traveling to cities like Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and New York City, to working with the artists that the department brings in for us every year, there have been so many moments where I've realized that I have what it takes to succeed in this industry. But really, all the thanks goes to my faculty. Megan Slater, David Kerwin, Sharon Garber, Jeremy Blair, Whitney Moncrief, Carolyn Pavlik, Nina Nelson, Laura Cornish, and Monique Haley. The past 4 years, these faculty have really opened their doors, arms, and hearts to all of us here and helped me overcome all the obstacles I faced during my time here. Without them, there's really no way I'd be walking across this stage today or attending a master's program in the fall. So thank you all so much. There's not enough ways to express gratitude I feel for you.
I played for the co-ed water polo team here at Western Michigan University. I loved everything about it, really, the people, the games. My favorite memory would be the Chicago tournament and the fact that I actually met my fiance Chad my freshman year playing on the team, where we became just instant best friends, and then a few months later we were dating, and without this team I probably would have never met him, since he's a completely different major than I am.
I started in 2015 as coming in as an incoming student. I had a student ambassador do a tour for me around campus, and I really enjoyed it, and I was like, hey, I want to do something like that. But I was too shy, so in 2015 I joined the student ambassador office, and I had a wonderful time. I became out of that shy and comfort zone, and I started seeing my prospective students around campus. So I enjoyed my time, and I was grateful to be a student ambassador. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, I'd always wanted to go to Ireland, so studying abroad through Western was the best decision I'd ever made, because I was able to fulfill my dream. I had never left the country, I was the farthest I'd ever been from home, and I was alone. I was able to adapt to different cultures and become familiar with other languages, and I was able to bring all that I learned educationally and personally back to Western.
I still remember that day like it was yesterday. We were sitting around my parents' room actually, and we were just all laying in bed talking, and all of a sudden I got the phone call that I was accepted into the special education program. I remember fighting back the tears, and when I finally hung up the phone after saying thank you a billion times, we all just cried together, because I have wanted to be a teacher since I was in first grade, and just having that conversation just made me realize that my dreams were coming true. As I've been going through the program, I've met wonderful professors like Dr. Witten, Dr. Hogue, Dr. Rao, all of these professors that have paved the way for people like myself and other future teachers, that we can be the best special education teachers and just make good differences in the schools that we'll be placed in the future. The program is great. You get so much practice with students. You get in so many practicums. You get to work with students one-on-one in a whole classroom, and it's just making such advancements. You're seeing people in practicums earlier and for longer periods of time, which I think is great because you really don't know if you want to be in the field of study until you're really working with kids, and it's just been amazing. And I thank Western for this opportunity, and I thank the special education program for really preparing me for my field of study.
Well, aside from being the sixth member of my family to come to Western, I've been involved in the sailing team and got the opportunity to share my passion for the sport of sailing with other college students and travel throughout the Midwest sailing and competing. So it's been an awesome experience.
Well, I chose Western in the dance department here because of a unique interaction I had when I first auditioned. 5 years ago now, I was walking down the hallway at the audition on a break, and I came across the bulletin board for the touring company of our department. And as I was looking at it, one of the dance professors, who's now like a really close mentor of mine, David Kerwin, he came up and he was like, well, what do you think? And I was reading the biography of the alumni that had set a piece in the company that year, and I was like, well, she's doing exactly what I want to be doing when I graduate. And he laughed and he was like, well, you should probably come here then. And you know, he didn't know me or where else I was looking or what I was even planning on doing with my life, and yet he was the only professor at any of the universities that had bothered to make a personal connection with me. 4 years later now, that alumni is somebody I can go to in the real world for advice and help, and while he doesn't remember it, that personal interaction was really something that made me decide to come here, because I thought if he was this kind and welcoming to me as a stranger, you know, I can only imagine how close I would get with the faculty here, and luckily I was really right. They have done all in their power to make me ready for the dance world, and I owe them everything. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there was the time I found out who my big brother was. He ended up being one of my best friends here. And then when I put together an alumni dinner, that took a couple of months of hard work. And then a few of my brothers pulled me outside of the tent, and they said that this was the best dinner they had been to in years, and that really meant a lot. So I want to thank my parents, my mom for being amazing, my dad for pushing me and fiscally supporting me, and then my best friends like Randy and Tillman, and the amazing sales professors. They really built the program.
The WMU India Gateway Study Abroad trip allowed me the opportunity to meet a variety of different people, from villages and slums to corporations and universities. I truly forged strong relationships with people I know I'm going to meet again. I now know the true meaning of what a global citizen means, and I can't wait to impact the world. Thank you, WMU.
Honestly, each one of them was life-changing. Studying abroad, I went to the Dominican Republic, studied advertising and business over there. That's actually how I decided I wanted to be an advertising major. Giving back to the community, it started with a coaching class, where I got to work with people with special needs and disabilities, and that just really drove that I do want to get into coaching one day. And working with the WMU basketball team, same. Like getting that first-hand experience in athletics definitely drove home the fact that I want to work in the athletic field, be able to get in advertising and promotion with sports marketing, and just be able to change the world like that.
Through the journey, I've been doing a lot of studies, and I'm always getting closer and closer to being ready. But one moment when I felt really proud was when I treated my very first client at the Unified Clinics on East Campus. I was in the pediatric clinic, and I was like nervous up to it, and then afterwards I was so proud I had accomplished it that I was taking selfies with my OT polo on with my name badge showing. And at that moment I knew like I could do this OT thing for as long as I live. And with that, I love the OT department, and I'd like to give a shout out to my OT cohort out in the crowd. So hello!
Well, the best part is by far being able to represent your university as an athlete. I mean, your hard work and dedication that's recognized is truly unbelievable. The community around Kalamazoo and Western Michigan University have been absolutely amazing to me. And I know that in the future I can look back on these memories and friends and family that I've gained here and just smile about it. I mean, I've really had my best 4 years here at Western, and I am forever thankful. And I would like to thank everybody at the athletic department for getting me here and developing me into the individual I am today. And I would also like to thank my family, those who are here today and those who aren't. You guys are my strength, and I love you all.
I feel so prepared to be out in the work field. I'm actually already working at an autism center, and I've had over 6 practicum opportunities at Western, and I'm so thankful for all of these opportunities I've had. I feel so prepared to be working and being in graduate school. I feel like I am just so thankful. And I'm very thankful to the Honors College, my family, my friends, and my boyfriend for all of their support during this time at Western, because it's been kind of hectic, but I feel like I've accomplished a lot, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm excited for what's to come.
So one of my most memorable experiences is the night I spent at Parkview, and I didn't exactly choose to do so. I was working on a tough assignment, and I was really determined to finish it before I went home, but I got really tired, had trouble keeping my eyes open, and so I decided like a 20-30 minute power nap was what I needed. And so I got under my little desk, used my pillow as used my backpack as my pillow, and I properly fell asleep, and I woke up 5 hours later around 4 a.m. and it was pitch black, a little creepy in the empty Parkview halls, and I decided I felt really good, so I decided to keep working, and I worked until about 9 a.m. when all the professors were coming back and looking at me kind of weird because I was wearing the same clothes 2 days in a row.
Well, over the last 4 years, my graphic design class and I have really bonded. We've really become like brothers and sisters, basically. We help each other out outside of school, and we're friends outside of the classroom, and that's what's been really important to me. My favorite project was we had to do a data visualization where we picked a set of data and recorded it and then found a way to like make it look interesting. So I chose Blink-182's music, and I broke it down by vocal part changes in all their songs, kind of to reveal patterns that like nobody had ever noticed before. It was awesome. I had a school excuse to listen to my favorite band ever, and I got it into the Frostic School of Art student juried exhibition this year.
My favorite experience at Western would be having the opportunity to gain research experience thanks to Dr. Jacob. This experience has helped me apply my knowledge and critical thinking abilities to real-world situations.
Yeah, so for the past 3 years, the 2013 Medallion Scholars have been working to create and implement a program called Future Leaders of Kalamazoo, where each medallion was paired with a 6th grader, and once a week we would go to Millwood Middle School to help them with homework or watch their after-school activities, and we brought them to campus a few times to watch basketball games and show productions, and just last week we had a graduation ceremony for them as they'll be going on to high school. And the whole purpose of the program is to really promote furthering their education after college and making use of the amazing resource they have with the Kalamazoo Promise.
Well, one of the greatest parts about being at WMU is all the people I've had the privilege to work with. So whether it's students in my classes or outside the class, the staff of the different offices on campus, or the faculty that I've learned from, it's been really great to tap into all the knowledge they have and sort of expand my own knowledge base. And the most wonderful part of it all is that they've been a really welcoming community, really wonderful, and being an international student and coming here where I didn't have any family, that was a really huge part of my experience at Western.
As I said before, I'm currently in Shaw Theater, where you can see hundreds and hundreds of different college students are ready to receive their degrees in front of you, the parents and family of loved ones. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Go Broncos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Western Michigan University's Miller Auditorium. Please turn on all cell phones and pages or set them to silent mode. In the unlikely event of an emergency, an alarm will sound and strobe lights will flash. If an emergency occurs, walk, do not run to the nearest exit. The nearest exit might not be the door through which you entered. Please take a moment now to locate the exit closest to your seat. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for attending today's commencement ceremony. Graduates will exit from Shaw Theater east of this building, and you can meet them in the plaza area. Congratulations to all the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this commencement ceremony at Western Michigan University's Miller Auditorium. We ask that you help us preserve the dignity of this program by remaining in your seats until every graduate has received his or her diploma cover and the program concludes. Please do not come forward at any time to take pictures. If you must take pictures, please take them from your seat only. A professional photographer is taking a picture of each graduate as they receive their diploma, and a copy will be sent to you soon. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Good afternoon. How about a nice round of applause for the Western Brass Ensemble led by Dr. Steve Wolfenberger. Yeah. I am John Dunn. I'm president of Western Michigan University, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire university community, I want to welcome you to our 319th commencement ceremony. So will the audience please stand as able for the national anthem, sung by the brothers, my brothers, the Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia, conducted by Ethan Fagan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Commencement is a very special occasion, a time for celebration, a time for reflection, a time for closure, and a time for new beginnings. Graduates, I applaud and thank you for meeting the standards of this great university. And your presence allows us to recognize you, and equally important, to permit expressions of happiness, pride, and love, which are so evident in the faces of those gathered here to observe you graduate. Graduates, this is your day. Okay? It is. And you have only two responsibilities: to enjoy the day and allow us to honor you, and two, to reflect and say thanks to those, and you know best who they are, who have contributed to your academic, your professional, and your personal development. In the true Bronco tradition, we'll do the latter first, the thanks part. Graduates, please stand as able and remain standing. Turn and face the audience, if you will, please. And we would like to have the moms and dads please stand and let us recognize you. Moms and dads. How about grandparents and great-grandparents? Please, we want to honor you. We also know that there are some important spouses, special partners, and children here. So would you please stand? And oh yes, those brothers and sisters. And I'm sure that many of you Similar to my own experiences, have some aunts and uncles and other relatives and friends who made a huge difference. So please stand up. Let us recognize you. We're off to a really good start. Graduates, I'll ask you if you now please return to your seat. Thank you. At moments and celebrations like this, we also realize that there are loved ones who cannot be with us today, but who we remember now and thank for their support and affection. So if you don't mind, let's give those folks as well a nice round of applause. Remember them in our heart. This day is a very special day, and for you, our graduates, and it is my privilege, it's my honor to preside at your commencement. You will join alumni from all over Michigan and from around the world. And during the 4 ceremonies today, this is ceremony number 3, we will award more than 2,600 degrees. Yeah. Yeah. 2,028 of you will receive bachelor's degrees. 566 will receive master's degrees. And 34 of you will be receiving the university's most advanced degree, the doctoral degree. And those of you who like data, the age of our graduates ranges from 19 to 76. If you will, please, I'd like to ask you to join with me, turn our attention to our faculty. They are the very heart of this university. Their intellect, creativity, and passion for teaching, scholarship, and research inspire each of us. Their faith and confidence in your abilities throughout your college years have built the foundation for your professional future. Therefore, it is to our faculty that we express special appreciation today. And I ask the faculty members that are able to be with us to please stand and join with me in applauding them for the fine education they provided for you. So faculty, please. Besides your professors, there have been many, many others on this campus who have protected, encouraged, facilitated, and brightened the academic journey that has led you to this moment of celebration. We're talking now about some of those other important people on the university campus, our cooks, the custodians, office personnel, medical staff, police officers, landscape crews. The list just goes on and on. They too give all they can each and every day to make your educational experience at WMU what you deserve, the very, very best. Now, obviously, many of these dedicated people are not in attendance with us today, but I would appreciate very much if you would nevertheless give them a nice round of applause. Thank them. As you will know, we have others on the stage, the platform party here. I'm going to ask each of them to rise as I mention them by category. First, we have the executive officers, the deans and chairs of the university. Would you please stand? We are also very pleased to have representatives of the Faculty Senate, the University Chapter, the American Association of University Professors, the Administrative Professional Association, and the Professional Support Staff Organization, and the Alumni Association. So please Stand and be recognized. Our university, your university, is governed by an autonomous board of trustees appointed by the governor of the state of Michigan. The trustees are private citizens who serve the university without remuneration. They set policy direction for the campus. They provide counsel and support and wisdom, and they share with the president and others on the senior staff. And the university is very, very grateful to these men and women. Representing the Board of Trustees at this ceremony, we're very pleased to have the chairman of the board, Trustee Jeffrey Reinveld. So please, thank you, Jeff. And now we'll turn our attention back to you, our graduates. A number of you are to be recognized because you're graduating with honors. So will those with honor cords, honorary society members, and those with recognition cords please rise so that we can acknowledge the special distinctions you have earned. Thank you. Western Michigan University is truly an international institution. We enthusiastically welcome students from other lands, and we encourage all other students to experience a portion of their learning in one of our many outstanding study abroad locations around the globe. So will those students who were participants in one of our fine study abroad programs and all our international students, please stand so we can recognize you. International and study abroad. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to ask Chair, Trustee Jeff Reinveld, to share with you some Western Michigan University points of pride that will remind all of us of just how truly special this university is. Trustee Reinveld, please.
Thank you. Thank you, President Dunn. Good afternoon, Broncos. Hey! Graduates, you and your family should be proud of what you accomplished. You successfully completed your degree requirements and will leave this auditorium today as WMU alumni. Very good. All of us here on this stage share your family's pride and look forward to seeing you succeed as you move on to the next passage in your lives. You are about to become alumni of this great universities. In a nation that has more than 4,000 colleges and universities, your alma mater is one of just 200 schools designated a research university with a Carnegie Foundation classification system that is the nation's gold standard for defining higher education. All of you graduating today will take your place among a proud group, of which I count myself, of WMU alumni that now stands at 250,000 living worldwide. And nearly 127,000 WMU graduates live here in Michigan. But there's not a state nor territory in the nation that is missing the Bronco touch. And no matter where you travel in the world, you should not be surprised to encounter a fellow alum. So who else will be joining our alumni base today? Let's begin with an important group we always want to acknowledge, our veterans. There are 62 veterans who will be graduating today. Yep. We're proud of their service. Our graduates, their fellow veterans, have given our nation enormously proud that they chose WMU to prepare for their future. May I ask all veterans, both students and guests in attendance, to stand, please? Yes, please. Come on. Oh. Thank you for your service. Graduating today, there are 201 members of the Lee Honor College. It is one of the nation's oldest collegiate honors program and boasts a student profile that is similar or even more impressive than that of students attending the most elite private colleges in the United States. Today's graduates include 36 members of Phi Beta Kappa. Phi Beta Kappa is the oldest and most prestigious academic honor society in the nation. Just 100 public universities in America have an authorized Phi Beta Kappa chapter, and Western Michigan University is one of them. We pride ourselves on being learner-centered, discovery-driven, and globally engaged. Our incredibly talented faculty lead the way on all three fronts. Great people and program, our points of pride, define Western Michigan University. We intend to share those points of pride every chance we get, because we know that the more people know about Western Michigan University, the more likely they are to recognize that what an incredible asset WMU graduates are for our state, nation, and the world. We encourage you to share our story, and we expect you to add to it. Starting today, you're Bronco alums, one of our newest points of pride. We will follow your progress, and we will plan on boasting about your success in life for many years to come. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone, and go Broncos.
Graduates, we are proud of all of you. You have demonstrated the determination and commitment to achieve what we celebrate here today. And many of you held down jobs, working long hours, while being part-time or in some cases even full-time students. And what is important is that you finished. You accomplished your goal. And a great number of you are international students, as we acknowledged earlier, who have studied far away from your home and family, and in some cases for many, many years. So as you journey back to your home countries, you have our best wishes and the hope that you take fond memories of Michigan, Kalamazoo, and your university with you. Many graduates are non-traditional students with spouses and job obligations, and for whom being a student came after family and work. We have great admiration for you and your achievements. And we hope that for all of you, the many friendships you have formed here will stand the test of time, and that you will include among them associations that you have made with our faculty, our staff, and your president. For just as we've had the opportunity to be an important part of your life, you too have become a very important part of ours. So we ask you always to stay connected, stay engaged, and to be always a member of the community and the family, the Bronco Nation. We've now reached a signature moment in today's ceremony, the conferring of your degree. Are you ready for that? I thought so. This is the degree that you've worked so diligently to earn, the document that is sure to become one of your most important lifetime credentials. So if you're ready and we're ready, let us begin. I'll ask Provost Green to please come forward for the conferring of the degrees. Dr. Green.
Thank you, President Dunn. Will those receiving a doctoral or master's degree please rise as able? The master's and doctoral. President Dunn, it is my pleasure to present these candidates who have completed all the requirements for a doctoral or master's degree as prescribed by the graduate faculty of this university.
It's my pleasure to share some very, very special words with you. I ask you to listen carefully. By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate degrees indicated in your programs with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. We're very proud of you. Congratulations on your significant achievement. Thank you. We ask that you now please be seated. Dr. Green.
Thank you. Will Dean Ming Lee, College of Education and Human Development, please come forward? Dr. Lee.
Will those receiving a bachelor's degree through the College of Education and Human Development please rise? President Dunn, it is my pleasure to present these candidates who have completed all requirements for the bachelor's degree as prescribed by the faculty of this college. Please be seated.
Will Dean Dan Guyette, College of Fine Arts, please come forward? Dean Guyette.
Will those receiving a bachelor's degree through the College of Fine Arts please rise? President Dunn, it is my pleasure to present these candidates who have completed all requirements for the bachelor's degree as prescribed by the faculty of this college. Please be seated.
Will Associate Provost Dawn Gamer, Extended University Programs, please come forward? Dr. Gamer.
Will those receiving a bachelor's degree through Extended University Programs please rise? President Dunn, it is my pleasure to present these candidates who have completed all requirements for the bachelor's degree as required by the faculty of this university. Thank you.
Will those receiving a bachelor's degree rise once again, please? All baccalaureate recipients, please rise. Yeah. It's my pleasure to share again those very special words with you. By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate degrees indicated in your programs with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. How about another nice round of applause for these outstanding young men and women? We ask that you now please be seated. At this time, I will ask the doctoral candidates to come forward as Dr. Susan Stapleton, Dean of the Graduate College, announces their names. The graduates' advisors will place the hoods on the shoulders of these doctoral graduates. Dr. Stapleton, please.
Thank you, Dr. Dunn. It's a privilege to announce the names of the doctoral graduates from the College of Education and Human Development. Alan Carter, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, K-12 Leadership. From following to leading, experiencing the phenomena of becoming a teacher leader. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Shenping Shen. James Dawson, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, Career and Technical Education, Justice-Involved Veterans, Post-Release Employment Experiences, Chair of Doctoral Committee, Richard Zinzer. Bunsen Doublestein, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, Higher Education. From descendants of refugees to first-generation college students, the untold story of Southeast Asian American college students' lived experience. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Donna Talbot. Xing Yuan Gao, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, Organizational Leadership. Correlates and effects of data-informed decision-making, an empirical examination of the loose coupling theory using a national data set. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Shenping Shen. Aaron Jenkins, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology. Interpersonal dependency and self-efficacy on intention to return to a domestically violent relationship among low-income women. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Joseph Morris. David Jones, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology. Impact of post-secondary correctional education on self-efficacy and personal agency of formerly incarcerated African American men. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Lonnie Duncan and Patrick Munley. Hooded by Patrick Munley. Bruce Ladusky, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, expanding a path analytic model of qualitative management to include the management of safety. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Lou Ann Bierlein Palmer, hooded by Mary Eppergy. Larry Monge, Doctor of Education, Special Education. General Education Teachers' Attitudes about Inclusion. Chair of Doctoral Committee, George House. Laura Pacheco de Castillo, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology. Dominican college students' experiences of distress, help seeking, and stigma. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Joseph Morris. Erica Taylor, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, K-12 Leadership. Are leadership behaviors of K-12 leaders in Midwestern urban school districts influenced by their beliefs and attitudes regarding spirituality? Chair of Doctoral Committee, Walter Burt. Mark Tompkins, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership, K-12 Leadership. Superintendent's response to the revised school code requiring merit pay in selected Michigan school districts. Chair of Doctoral Committee, Walter Burt. Congratulations, doctoral graduates.
Will the graduates receiving master's degrees please come forward to receive their diplomas as Mr. David Little and Ms. Tammy Smith announce their names, the master's graduates.
Graduates from the College of Education and Human Development. Amy Corinne Murphy.
Robert B. Weigel.
Stacy Marie Young.
Natalie K. Washington.
Garrett John Van Claveren.
Kelsey A. Bruno.
Bridget E. Miller.
Joanna E. Gangwish.
Kristen Taylor Sadowski.
Riddy Desai.
Christopher Daniel Benke.
Michael Allen Reynolds, Jr.
Jonathan Walter Bachman.
Nicole Lynn DeRider.
Corina Elizabeth Hemker.
Olivia Elaine Jewett.
Caitlin Marie Hicks.
Alana Marie Elliott.
Tierra Lasquanta Youngblood Field.
Tanya Antoinette Adkins McKeever.
Marietta M. Berkshire.
Mackenzie Mercer.
Alyssa Nicole Otten.
Jason D. Sigma.
Aaron Dion Mason.
Amanda Marie Herrick.
Lisa Michelle Youngman Luce.
Kristen Marie Moseri.
Jessica Marie McGraw.
Lindsay C. Wills.
Stephanie Brooke Sutherland.
Kyle R. Wayner.
Stephanie Dawn Jewell.
Kristen Maureen Snell.
Adrian McKell Claven Hill.
Mark Anthony Addison.
Elizabeth Rena Brandon.
Brianna Megan McCann.
Destin Devontae Eddington.
Paige Marcella Schoenborn.
Jerica Ann Lee.
Vicky Renee Van Patten.
Casey Elaine Stevenson.
Scott O. Lacey.
Tamara Joy Belton.
Deadrian S. Washington.
Michael Owen Rowe.
Faten Abdullah bin Rudayan.
Rebecca Clara Crocht.
Shin Lee.
Rehab Saleh Al-Sayek.
Tina M. Kellenberger.
Anya Lee Grommans.
Bridget Marie Stone.
Madison Joan McTevia.
Najat El Jabari.
Fanny Jeanette Hernandez de Alvarez.
Sami Habib Almajed.
Israel Alex Brito.
Jennifer Renee Bittner.
Loana Abreu Perez.
Melissa Kellogg.
Stephanie Nicole Barron.
Kyrie S. Dickey.
Jennifer Lynn Champion.
Holly M. Van Dam.
Kirsten Marie Bounds.
Lauren J. Beamlander.
Paola Castillo.
Travion J. Thomas.
Asia Leanne Rivers.
Callie A. Smith.
Ebony Renee Cleary.
Sean C. Daniels.
Jeremy William Mann.
Connor Anthony Kirkpatrick.
Tyler Benson Whedon.
Jasmine Simone King.
Spencer Martin Vanderhyde.
Michelle Renee Figuero.
Katora Kanice Bell.
Ariana Bussey.
Andrea Ray Keller.
Natalie N. Contreras.
Kyle Allen Avink.
Emily D. Griffiths.
Olatorika Monique Booker.
Casey A. Olasak.
Molly Kang.
Kelly Lynn Meerman.
Adriana Shannon.
Derica Imelda Smith.
Amy Marie Albertson.
Sandrina Hall.
Cameron Henry Nevins.
Chad Michael Boonder.
Basil Edward Wilbur.
Shiloh N. Susag.
Rebecca Mary Gwynn.
Bonnie A. Zuckerman.
Kayla Marie Tennant.
Haifa Ali Damran Al-Shahari.
Claude Mubarak Altawab.
Nada Humaidan Al-Farsi.
Susan Elaine Pendleton.
John Michael Robert Dugan.
Graduates from the College of Fine Arts. Laura Elizabeth Zilhaver.
Heather Lynn Yates.
Megan Elise Gamber Andrews.
Kelly Ann Vanderclay.
Michael Arnell Gauze.
Jared William Delgleish.
Christina Louise Rewald.
Whitney Ann Weiner.
James Harvey Skippers.
Joel Franklin Snyder.
Heidi Michelle Keener.
Laura May Diaz.
And finally, David William Acton.
How about a big round of applause for our master's graduates? Will the graduates receiving bachelor's degrees please come forward to receive their diplomas as their names are announced?
Graduates from the College of Extended University Programs. Anthony Robert Kuharski.
Christina A. Thirlby.
Teresa Renee Solis.
Angela Lalynn Matthews.
Rebecca Maria DeLong.
Elizabeth Eleanor Hayden.
Cooper John Lawrence.
Zachary Tyler Young.
Brene Liana Fleury.
Andrea R. Mendoza.
Samuel Alec Baumgartner.
Matthew Paul Brindley.
Stephen Earl Ray.
Denise D. Ruffin.
Alexandra Lynn Shipley.
Michael David Beck.
Ryan Daniel Patterson.
Linda M. Massey.
Jacob Matthew Sears.
Nicole Lou Adele Jenks.
Jenica Del Bat.
Kimberly A. Jones.
Timothy Michael Kernan.
Abigail Ray Barant.
Rachel Anne Marie Perry.
Kristen Stucher.
Emily Taylor Peterson.
Matthew Timothy Aldridge.
Benjamin Lewis Kirchler.
Clinton J. Noble.
Brittany Joyce Morgan.
Melissa Louise Walker.
Terrace T. Goldsmith.
Nicole M. Kozik Ayers.
Joshua Jeremy Bridges.
Chelsea Nicole Harper.
John C. Mackenzie III.
Carly Marie Stoker.
Cora Danielle Martin.
Michael Robert James McKee.
Tina Janae Sulky.
Paris Chanel Regular.
Ashley Booker.
Dejanique Barlow.
Kyle Robert Brigham.
Patrice L. Bowden.
Caitlin Marie Paul.
Anna Christine Madeline.
Brenton Matthew Bundyshaw.
Michael B. Purton.
Ashley Jo Sue Spears.
Parker S. Hogarth.
Tyson Wade Finney.
Jonathan Michael Meir.
Nicholas John Woolman II.
Ryan M. Nicewander.
Lane Bruce Welker.
Melvin Lee Taylor.
Glenn Daniel Boehm.
Graduates from the College of Fine Arts. Emma Lucille Weimer.
Grace Danielle Reach.
Lauren Jane Donahue.
Laura Nicole Bernacki.
Ashley Kayla Arnold.
Cassandra Reed Hartline.
Allison Marie Long.
Evan Paul Carlson.
Cecily Romaine Shives.
Erzsébet Anna Bernath.
Kayla Angela Merritt.
Alicia Lynn Sanfilippo.
Megan Beverly Rancor.
Rachel Elizabeth Coops.
Tennille Cheyenne Dellinger.
Haley Ann Ellis.
Matthew A. Furston.
Margaret Timmerman Thompson.
Nicole Frances Bell.
Jessica Lynn Wallace.
Carly Elizabeth Dower.
Rebecca Elizabeth Kane.
May Aihua Ye.
Nicholas Anthony Voigt.
Stephanie Marie Wilcox.
Zachary Scott Ployer.
Robert C. Mercier.
Jacob David Rorda.
Mark R. Hartman.
Diana Rose Giacabone.
Allison Joy Drasinga.
Matthew Christopher Poleo.
Luis Antonio Sanchez.
Jordan Vu Tran.
Kelly M. Brandon.
Nicholas Alexander Johnson.
Carla Sofia Soria Baquero.
Dion Christopher Mixon Jr.
Lynn Rochelle Finney.
Levi Arthur Slate.
Stephanie Kimberly Bagnall.
Logan Michael Sheehan.
Edward A. Ryan.
Megan Marie McHugh.
John Joseph Rapanati III.
Jared Arthur Bobseen.
Michaela Deborah Penberthy.
Susan Marie Johnson.
Shelby Nicole Stiles.
Colleen Renee Bielman.
Chardonnay Nicole Willoughby.
Nicholas Anthony Petrelli.
Heather Lynn Zarowski.
Helena Marie Barron.
Kurt William Misterovich.
Drew D. Porritt.
Michael Peter Perlongo.
Catherine Elizabeth Anderson.
Lindsay Isabel Rose Morozic.
Noah Leslie Dyer.
Christopher Andrew Blair.
Daisy Cruz Arwine.
Renee Victoria Woloshin.
Kimberly Ann Shaw.
Charlotte Ann Bittner.
Joseph Dale Vondren Husar.
Jacob L. Gless.
Alexa Louise Robbins.
Hannah Catherine Matthias.
Jose Alberto Martinez Chavarria.
Audrey Jane Morton.
Adam John Graber.
Daniel R. Duprat.
Janelle Lynn Smith.
Jordan A. Mosley.
Adam Joseph Stocker.
Alicia May Risk.
Emily Knopf.
Elizabeth Egan Van Haren.
James Blythe Warren.
Amanda Sue Calcutt.
Kendall Daniel Van Amberg.
Ellen Carol Vandermeide.
Carrie Lynn Drummond.
Caitlin Marie Langwith.
Troy Wallace Dill Reese.
Nicholas Albert Mendelson.
Stephen Mark Brower.
Paige Nicole Larkowski.
Ryan Paul Williams.
Dwayne Jihad Potts.
Alejandro Trecani.
Thomas Joseph Sinchak.
Graduates from the College of Education and Human Development. Sarah Georgia Foreman.
Andrew Joel Swoboda.
Tyler Scott Hansik.
Alice Dorothy Kinney.
Ross Michael Degenkolb.
Marissa Ann Scioto.
Amela Fetich.
Allison Kathleen Wittenberg.
Taylor Renee Saneke.
Lee Alexander Kameyer.
Anteria Ala Jefferson.
Christopher L. Weldon.
Dominique Jael Dubois.
Demetria Alexis Williams.
Kristina Petrovska.
Ishara Naja Brent.
Laurel Catherine Hula.
Courtney Taylor Afton.
Abigail Aileen Hausler.
Amanda Danielle Ashby.
Rebecca Marie Barlas.
Corey Christian Kubicki.
Nicole Denise Broderson.
Justina Angela Saltarelli.
Desiree Alexis Scoggin.
Amanda M. Lovell.
Ted Cameron Adams.
Kylie L. Dennis.
Amber Marie Bourbon.
Jenna N. Jackson.
Jamal Isaiah Epperson.
Samuel Thomas Gant.
Jana Therese Capadona.
Nathan Todd Elkis.
Matthew James Smolligan.
Stephen Tyler Perry.
Megan Marie Bayes.
Morgan Lee Sondage.
Jessica Sue Davis.
Jessica L. Moffett.
Naheen Mula.
Catherine Grace Gomori.
Jesse Alexander Olson.
Connor Martin Sprunger.
Patricia Elizabeth Goebel.
Lucas Philip Stanley.
Christina Caracas.
Jonathan G. Roby.
Amy Elizabeth Head.
Leah Suzanne Jurek.
Nathan Paul Vanderwerf.
Andrea Page Naud.
Megan Suzanne Heath.
Jessica J. Kruger.
Samantha Marie Struck.
Jenny Somsanuk.
Sarah Lynn Eddy.
Melissa May Rogers.
Morgan Valine Muchez.
Jessica Lee Stowey.
Lauren Marie Costigan.
Alexandria Joe Maldonado.
Ayat Ali Slayman.
Jessica E. Jessing.
Jenna K. Bartholomew.
Joshua R. Howell.
Allison Marie Cuss.
Taylor Petra Derbyshire.
Erica Leah Feuereisen.
Bethany Brooke Richardson.
Drew J. Lauren Van Sickle.
Jordan Elizabeth Tabaro.
Molly Kathleen Herndon.
Garrett John Washington.
Sierra April Phillips.
Vincent Eugene McConey.
Nicholas Tyler Price.
Lucas George McGarva.
Nicole Mercedes Kaminsky.
Mary Elizabeth Stepik.
Angelina Maria Rizzi.
April Guevara.
Emily Catherine Engel.
Aaron Matthew Willett.
Dylan Andrew Emmons.
Megan Elizabeth Grace Scott.
Sarah Ellen Obel.
Catherine Elise Williamson.
Madeline Virginia Nixon.
Stephanie Lee Brooks.
Jamie Michelle Daly.
Nia Tyler Evans.
Scott Ray Byler.
Mackenzie Dawn Bailey.
Rosalind Afiyang Ekpo.
Loren Louise McEldowney.
Catherine Michelle Comstock.
Tiffany Wheat.
Joanna Elizabeth Honke.
Kaylee Elizabeth Quartermas.
Christina Angelica Garza.
Kyle Edwin Griffith.
Tyler J. Sanders.
Hannah Luann Zeman.
Sarah Nicole Huey.
Rachel Claire Carr.
Alexandra Renee Loomis.
Kelsey Lynn Kavalich.
Taylor Ann Peroni.
Brooke Ann Jablonski.
Charlotte Lillian Remington.
Angela Marie Denock.
Alexander James Hawkins.
Morgan Jean Fitzsimons.
Kate Ada Fitzsimons.
Lance Raymond Charles Latorno.
Austin Robert Frank.
Jackson Kenneth Freeman.
Rochelle Kluba.
Brianna Danielle Smith.
Jillian Bethany Delight Heilborn.
Ruben Dos Santos.
Dylan Richard Knoll.
Megan Michelle Perini.
Kenneth Philip Grant.
Kayla Marie Stull.
Katrina Marie Laporte.
Asia Janae Cotton.
Mayana Shanice Yvonne Palachek.
Lauren Ashley Martin.
Alicia Ann Westra.
Jessica Dorothy Sutton.
Alyssa Marie Clifford.
Carter Ross Reed.
Kevin Mitchell Schneider.
Lisa Lynn Lee.
Ryan Michael Gower.
Summer Najib Jabbar.
Hannah Elaine Bronkema.
Kelly Marie Scottnicki.
Ariana Marie Gonzalez.
Grace E. Hall.
Regina Marie Van Gilder.
Lauren Catherine Ann Bonner.
Juan Manuel Gonzalez.
Colin A. Bizard.
Keith Allen Myers.
Tia Joan Harvey.
Brenna Lynn Rader.
Rachel Siobhan Clark.
Jewel Ann Brown Edwards.
Allison Victoria Bettino.
Nicole Ann McNulty.
Brandon Jonathan Guerra.
Lauren Hannah Clark.
Adam Richard Fitzmaurice.
Catherine Elizabeth Fitzgerald.
Lauren Marie Eamon.
Kelsey Jeanette Dietrich.
Nicole Renee Viverman.
Zara Timur Hayat.
Bronwyn Victoria Little.
Celine Estelle Barron.
Rachel Lynn Gibbs.
Taylor Elizabeth Lyon.
Kelly Rose Zig.
Courtney Angela Cox.
Kaylee Elizabeth Binder.
William Josiah Childers.
Adan Carlos Barajas.
Jordan Robert Locklear.
Kyle J. Skolton.
Kyle David DeRoja.
Reed Wesley Nicholson.
Wesley Joseph Tweedale.
Taylor A. Termier.
Morgan Marie Klingerman Smith.
Aaron T. Abdo.
Cassandra Ray Rothbart.
Brooke Armand Higgins.
Kyle Evan Widley.
Taylor Lauren Perk.
Jessica Elizabeth Fritz.
Galena Lucy Vandermeer.
Lindsay Marie Genther.
Christina M. Deniston.
Katie Ann Stolzenfeld.
Jenna Lee Vance Bronson.
Nathaniel Robert Sass.
Alexandria Taylor Jones.
Emily Ann Jacobs.
Kimberly Paige Etter.
Allison Forrest Termier.
Marissa R. Dotson.
Deanna Joy Wall.
Samantha Rose Marsh.
Zion Rosemary Grocius.
Kelsey Corinne Schneider.
Emily Louise Schreiner.
Krishna Siv.
Jessica Monty Holm.
Lauren Ann DeHaan.
Gabrielle Kathleen Booth.
April Marceline Curtis.
Brandon James Gue.
And finally, Alexandra Nicole Rapadas Oparka.
Our final graduate in this particular class and this exercise also works behind the stage, so she has double duty, right? Yeah. But how about another nice round of applause for all of these very talented young men and women. I would like at this time to ask Jennifer Lintner, the president of the WMU Alumni Association, to please come forward. Ms. Lintner is Senior Director of Marketing Communications at Stryker Instruments in Kalamazoo and a proud graduate of our College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. So please, a nice warm welcome for Jennifer Lintner. Thank you. Jennifer?
Thank you, President Dunn. Good evening. I'm honored to be a part of your commencement ceremony today, and it is with great pride that I officially welcome you as the newest members of the worldwide network of Western Michigan University alumni. Congratulations. I am proud of each of you for reaching this important milestone, and I hope you are as well. I also hope it is some relief that, at least for the time being, there is no more homework, no more papers to write, and no more final exams. I can tell you from firsthand experience that the sense of relief on Sunday evening when you realize you don't have to study for a test lasts for decades, so I hope you enjoy that as much as I do. I loved my experience at Western, and I hope you agree that this is a great place to go to school. I hope you had some great experiences in and out of the classroom, met some amazing people, and made some lifelong friends along the way. Wherever life may take you, please remain connected with this fantastic university and with your fellow alumni. A great way to do that is by visiting your new home on campus, Heritage Hall, WMU's Alumni Center. Widely recognized as the birthplace of the university, Heritage Hall offers the perfect backdrop for you to memorialize your first day as an alumna or alumnus of Western Michigan University. Before you leave today, stop by for a visit with your family and friends to take some photographs. The purpose of an education at WMU is to learn, to know, and to aspire. Now is the time for you to aspire to do great things for others. Today, you become one of over 250,000 Bronco alumni, spread across all 50 states and more than 140 other countries. Many of those alumni are with us in the audience today, and I'd like to take a moment to recognize them. If you are a graduate of Western Michigan University, would you please rise? Today's graduates, too. There you go. That is a lot of proud Broncos, and we're glad that you're all here to celebrate with us today. While our alumni have many backgrounds and vocations, we all share two important things. First, we got our start at this great university. The second is that our alumni are doing important work and making a difference in the world each and every day. Graduates, you are in good company, and I have no doubt that one day you will find yourself and your successes featured among those of our very accomplished alumni. In fact, we are counting on it. On behalf of the WMU Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my honor to wish you the best of success in all of your future endeavors. We hope you will visit and visit often. This is a special place, and you will always have a home at Western Michigan University. Congratulations, continue to make us proud, and above all, go Broncos.
Thank you, Jennifer. We are nearing the end of our commencement, and if you will permit me, I would like to share a few parting words. In doing so, I promise to follow the counsel of the great President and orator, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who advised those giving speeches should be sincere, be brief, and be seated. So here goes. You are graduating at one of the most challenging times in the history of the world. We see forces and factions around the globe that are working against the peoples of the world, all of the people. We have incredibly large and growing differentials between wealth and poverty, and some go to bed at night hungry and uncertain about where they will spend the next night. Many nations are struggling with sectarian conflict and wars that seem to have no end or reason. And our weather patterns are changing, and we're struggling to meet our responsibility to protect future generations. Now that may sound like a dark message for you on a day of joy and accomplishment. But I list these seemingly insurmountable challenges, however, because I see part of the solution right before my eyes, seated here in Miller Auditorium. Graduates, you give all of us hope and a reason to know the future will be better. An odd poem went viral in 2016, a tumultuous year by any standard. The title of the poem is Good Bones by Maggie Smith. And Maggie Smith likened the world to a dismal house shown by a realtor who keeps insisting that the home has good bones. This place could be beautiful, right? The realtor insists. You could make this place beautiful. The short poem struck a chord for reasons every one of us know. You can and will make this fixer-upper with good bones beautiful. In the middle of all this strife, outstanding young people, you are rallying to remind all of us that as a people, we can and must do better. I'm proud of you, your commitment to the larger issues of the world and the manner in which you conduct yourselves. And graduates, your years as part of the Bronco learning community have left you with an approach to the world I hope remains a permanent part of your mantra and daily behavior. Listen first, question with civility, and make judgments one person at a time, not one ideology or one nation at a time. Our faculty, your faculty, has done a marvelous job of helping prepare you for the future. As an institution, we require all graduates to be grounded in the arts, the social sciences, and humanities, as well as their chosen field of study. We need engineers and scientists who can embrace the challenges of the world from a broader perspective than technology alone. We also need social scientists and graduates of our professional schools who apply their skills to the challenges confronting a technologically advanced marketplace. Graduates, you are those broadly educated professionals ready to embrace and yet, and yes, change the world. So where do you go from here? I have a few suggestions that I think may help. First, solving global problems requires teamwork, and you Broncos have earned your position on the team. You can be the agent of change in your family, your community, at work, and in reaches far, far beyond. Each small effort makes a difference. Second, expect resistance. Allow others to disagree with you, and remember always to be open and considerate, even when the dialogue is not going your way. Take time to listen, really listen. I sometimes think we would all be better off with bigger ears and smaller mouths. And remember, when you are really heated, you're really upset, reread your tweet or email message one more time. Give it a night's rest before you hit the send button, right? Third, performing acts of kindness will serve you well throughout your life. Great inspirational leaders, Mother Teresa and Albert Schweitzer, to name only two, remind us that true happiness can be achieved only through giving. And giving is measured in many ways. By sharing time, your talents, your wealth, and being there to support others emotionally in time of need. Finally, treat others with respect. Words that are not carefully chosen can hurt others deeply. Think before you speak, and when you say something hurtful, and you are human, we all will, we all have, we'll say something that could be hurtful. But remember the power of a sincere, I'm sorry. You are Broncos, and Broncos have big hearts, boundless energy, and a sense of being both independent and committed to the larger community, the larger herd. We'll continue to watch your accomplishments with pride and hope for the better future you will build. You are well prepared. You have met the standard of a great university. What more can I say than consider it done? Thank you. It was very generous and very kind. Thank you. We have one more special treat for you, a slide presentation, specially prepared for you to help you remember the good times, the people, places, and things from your years here at Western Michigan University. We'll pull down the screen and watch a good slide presentation. Thank you. In closing, I would like to thank the many people who worked very hard to make this commencement ceremony meaningful and memorable for you. Thank you to Ethan Fagan and the Brothers of Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia, Professor Stephen Wolfenbarger and the Western Brass Ensemble, and Assistant Professor Jeremy Siskin, pianist, for the slide production. How about a nice round of applause for them? Thanks also to the Commencement Committee and the many people who work behind the scenes and contribute so much to your commencement. And finally, graduates, thank you for all that you have given to us and for all that you will be giving to society in the years to come. Make your mark on this world, fulfill your dreams, and always remember those who helped to make this all possible for you. May you always enjoy happiness, peace, and good health. And always remember, it's a great day to be a... Thank you. At this time, the Brothers of Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia will present the alma mater of Western Michigan University. And after their performance, the alma mater will be repeated, at which time all of you, all of us, are invited to sing. So please rise for the alma mater and remain standing until the platform party leaves the stage. Thank you.